Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Avatar: The Last Airbender, the Netflix show, season 1, episode 3. I already watched today, the two first episodes. If you want to see my reaction videos for these two first episodes, I'm gonna put some links into the I'm gonna put the links for the playlist that I made for this Netflix show, but also for Avatar: The Last Airbender, the original show, because if you don't know it, I binge watched all of it. It was months, years ago, I can't remember. I binge watched all of it with you guys, and I made reaction videos all along this binge watching, and I made also reaction videos for The Legend of Korra. So again, in case that's it, you watched the entire season 1 of this Netflix show and you need your dose. Each time I need to make the sign. In case you need your dose of Avatar: The Last Airbender, or maybe you want to discover or rediscover what is gonna happen, into the season 2, into the season 3 and all, you have my reaction videos for that, for having more of this show. I loved a lot the episode 1 of this season 1 of this Netflix adaptation. I appreciated a lot the episode 2, for sure, to be with the Kyoshi warriors and all, and for me, if this episode 1 was really promising and was really great as an introduction of the story, of the characters, and was really a good adaptation and all, for sure, the episode 2, I had the impression that maybe they took, they took, like, I'm thinking the writers when I'm saying they, more liberties with the story, with how to do stuff, for Kyoshi, for example, for Sokka and Suki's relationship. But I'm not against it. For me, they did things, in a logical way, and they were still loyal to the original show. For example, how they represented Kyoshi, being so strong and being a little cold and close like that. Yes, Kyoshi was like that. That was a warrior, such a good warrior. So, can you hear that? Really, the storm? And because of it, because of the storm, I think that I'm not gonna be able to film my reactions and my thoughts also for the episode 4 today. For you, it's not gonna change anything, for the schedule that I planned for you guys to have one episode each day. It's not gonna change anything, but it means just that it's the last video, the last episode for which I'm gonna wear that beautiful embroidery of iroh and this scene that I made myself for myself. So appreciate it, one more time, and then I will change the outfit, for tomorrow for the 5 other episodes. I'm gonna watch 5 episodes tomorrow. Oh, it's gonna be a big day tomorrow. I need to prepare myself, for that. No matter what, I'm glad to be there for one more episode. And yes, I was saying the Kyoshi warriors, for sure I appreciated to discover them. I really think that the makeups, the costumes, they were so great, and Suki, she was so cool. And our relationship with Sokka, they represented well on screen because they teased each other like our guys, teased each other into the original show. Maybe it was more going for it into this one, maybe it was less ironic, sarcastic, and it was clearly, directly, quickly, more love scenes. But like I said in the review of the previous episode, in a way I prefer that because I know how shows are functioning, and for sure into a new show, at some point the writers, it's almost weird to say it like that, but they need a love relationship. And I prefer for them to focus all of their attention on a love relationship which existed into the first season of Avatar: The Last Airbender than to talk already about a love relationship which is gonna happen later. In case you did not watch the original show, I'm not gonna talk about it, but you know the one that I'm mentioning if you watched it. Or, worst, to create a love relationship which never happened, which is not gonna happen. Not on my watch. So I prefer that, clearly I prefer that for the writers to focus on this love relationship which happened, which is happening already, and which is gonna happen at some point again. That, even if you did not watch the original show, I can tease you with it. It's okay, I think, for me to tease you with it. We had also Zuko. We had Zhao. That was so cool to see Zhao already. We had Iroh. Who knows, you know, how to deal with guys like Zhao, who knows also how to talk with Zuko. Like, for now, he knows that Zuko is not ready to listen to him, to listen to the lessons of life that maybe he could give him. He knows that about his nephew, so he's just letting him the time to evolve on his own, and I appreciate that so much about Iroh. For him to be there, to never give up on Zuko, to keep an eye on him that much, you know, and all, it's so cool. To guide him in a way into the right direction without Zuko knowing it yet. It's so cool. And I appreciate that the writers of this show, they didn't present Zuko as a big villain, you know. Even during the episode 1, they already introduced things to say in advance to the new viewer of this story that things are more complicated than what it seems, that Zuko is not that awful kid, you know, that villain, like, he has reasons to be like that. All of that story with his father who banished him, the fact that he wants to be the heir, the fact that he would do anything for that, the fact that he feels like he has to repair faults, the fact that he has that attitude also for that reason. It's really important to understand this character. And I hope that people who are watching Avatar The Last Airbender, this show for the first time, you know, who are discovering that story, can understand also already that the evolution of Zuko is gonna be as interesting as, for sure, the evolution of the Avatar himself. The fact that right there during the other episode, last episode, we had Aang realizing that he has to master all of the 4 elements to master the Avatar state, and that is the Avatar, he has to accept also that mission, that duty. We have stuff about the fact that maybe he's blaming himself, he's feeling guilty about the fact that he was not there to protect his people, and that's something which is truly important for Aang, so I'm glad that they are insisting on it, also the writers. Like, really, they are making a lot of good things to show what these characters are about, what their evolutions can be. For me, they are making a good job to adapt the original show into a show, to create little new things, to go with the show more, you know, with what a show is supposed to be, to look like and all, like also to really go for it for the fights and all, to make them really realistic, so really rough sometimes. It's great also, it's really great. So now episode 3, it's too soon to meet Bumi, right? I think that for the secondary characters, Iroh is the best one, and for me is the main one. But I think that Bumi might be one of my favorite secondary characters. Katara, Sokka, all of them, they are main characters. But the secondary characters, you know, I think that Bumi might be one of my fav, really, so I cannot wait to meet him into this show and all. I saw just a little of it, less than a second of him, you know, during the final trailer, because again, I just watched the first trailer and the final one, nothing between. I didn't make any researches for promotional pictures, for information and all, because I wanted to avoid spoilers as hell, so maybe at some point I'm gonna be so surprised by someone appearing on screen. I mean, a character that I didn't know that they would have into this show, this adaptation. Like, I know that at some point we're gonna have azula, but like maybe if at some point we're gonna have Mei suddenly appearing on screen, I'm gonna be like, what? What are you doing there? Like, you're not supposed to be there, you. And I can be surprised also by a member of the casting. Like, I know that at some point we're gonna have these characters, like the cabbage guy. I'm waiting for him to appear at some point, but maybe he's gonna be played, you know, by someone popular, you know, someone that I know from another show, another movie, but me, I don't know it yet, you know, like, I don't know who is gonna play the cabbage guy. Maybe it's gonna be someone known, you know, popular and all, and I don't know it yet, so I can be surprised by that also. It's cool, really, it's cool. If you can do it for a show, an anime that you are waiting for since a long time, try to do it. Try to avoid spoilers like me, you know, to not make any researches, to tease you a little with maybe 1 or 2 trailers, but that's all. And you'll see really that the excitement before beginning a binge watching thing, you know, it's really, really different. I need to stop talking, right? Yes, I need to stop talking. Let's go for this episode 3. Remember that if you want to have my Patreon, on which you have these reaction videos for Avatar The Last Airbender earlier during the day, meaning hours earlier, really hours earlier. You have them with an extended reaction part, which is going to be really longer because it's long episodes. So, you know, for the 1 hour episodes, it's going to be at least 10 minutes longer, without playing with opacity. And it's the best way to support me, my Patreon, if you want and if you can, to come on my Patreon. It can be appreciated, useful, truly. I'm a little reactor right now on YouTube, as you can see. And also on Patreon, I'm a little reactor. I appreciate each one of you guys on my Patreon, but really, each little help can be appreciated. So if you want and if you can, come. And on YouTube, you can help me by, you know, subscribing to my channel, liking, commenting, that kind of stuff. And just know that I'm really reading all of your comments, I'm liking them, I'm responding to them, and all of that. Let's go for this episode 3. I'm impatient to come back. And just also, if you don't know it, if you did not watch my reaction videos about the 2 first episodes, I cried during Boss. Am I gonna cry during each episode of this show? Maybe. Maybe I can make it a challenge. You can't cry. You can't cry. During this episode, normally I have no reason to cry. It's not gonna be Bumi yet. Maybe it can be Jet. Or the story of that village. In fact, maybe I can cry.
We strike tonight. Shouldn't we wait? We don't have the numbers. We don't need numbers. We have our anger. We have our grief. For the first time in a century, we have hope.
The rumor of the Avatar is
She's lost
beginning
too
to
much.
spread.
My mother and my brother in the siege of Ba Sing Se.
I hate Ba Sing Se. Like, really worst place ever.
If she can summon the courage, so must we all. Fire Lord Ozai must die tonight!
Azula, you're gonna come right now.
There is no way
No?
out. But you must have known this was a one-way journey.
Yourself, you're
Do you
appearing
expect
yourself.
my men
Okay.
to just lay down their arms after you slaughtered their Fire Lord?
How many more lives? Will it take another century of loss and suffering?
Do not speak to me of the loss.
It's nice, it's nice. You're telling
Isn't that
to the
right?
viewers that he has also a background.
Azula.
You're Azula?
Yes, Father.
You're evil.
The one who will restore balance to the world. The one who is returned to us.
Oh, Azula. That's
The one
mild.
who will restore balance
appreciated to see that she was.
Leave us.
Zuko has found the Avatar?
Your brother has done the impossible. Just as I'd asked.
Oh, you know how to nourish, you know, to feed a competition.
The Avatar. Really?
Oh, you're perfect to play Azula. Oh my dear.
Should never be a teacher.
Oh.
Monks always said I never listened. I think that's what they said. I never listened.
I don't like him. He does have a disagreeable quality. Word is, Zhao failed his officer training program 3 times.
Did I ask for your opinion?
My apologies.
He wanted to help Zuko.
He was only trying to help.
Thank you,
He's
Iroh.
gossiping about a superior officer.
An officer you don't like.
That's beside the point. We are Fire Nation. Even out here.
You're trying to be like your father, but you're not. And I love you for that. I love you in advance. I don't love you yet.
What did I tell you before?
No?
They don't take kindly to outsiders in Omashu.
What makes you think we're outsiders?
No reason.
We just could use a little help getting inside.
Please?
Sorry. Dive out of the turnip sack. Sure you can make that look good too.
Are you supposed to be Jet? I'm not supposed to
That's
meet
fine.
him like that, you know.
So how do you know we're not a friend?
Just a feeling.
Oh, wow.
It looks great. It looks perfect.
Good luck finding your friend. And be careful. Omashu can be a dangerous place.
So no name for you, so we're not gonna know if you are
Hey, wait up!
Jet or not. Okay.
Hey!
Yo! C'est Cabbages guy!
You're not an airbender. An airbender? Of course I'm not.
I forgot about you.
He's an airbender. You're a waterbender.
Yep.
Damn!
I love you so much! Yes, from community. I'm gonna try to not see you for that.
Thank you. Thank you. My name is Sai.
Theo inside.
Nothing the Fire Nation does isn't us. The Fire Nation? Yeah. Their spies are everywhere in the city. You're an airbender. Do you realize what this means? We finally have a way to take the fight to the enemy. You could drop bombs on them, rain down destruction.
Oh.
Pretty great, huh? That's the Mechanist, the king of Omashu.
Yep.
Yes?
The city.
And he's gonna create a lot of interesting
You've seen
things.
it, right?
Playing a small role.
Hey, if everyone in Omashu were as dedicated as you, this war would be over. The Fire Nation would be on their knees by now.
Yes, 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 yes.
I want to help, and I think I can.
Hmm?
Because I'm the Avatar. Tell me about these bombings.
Nah!
He's done the impossible. Everything.
Already? We are seeing you already, guys? Normally we are meeting them, you know, no, season 2 like.
Tell us about your mission. Were you nervous? Was your life really in danger? Not really.
Okay, you're always
People know
like that,
systems
like,
are very
cheerful and all.
Again,
May.
Zuko may be banished, but But he's out there exploring the world. If I were him, I wouldn't want to come back.
Okay, you have the same tone of voice.
Zuzu wants is to make it back here and take away everything I've worked for. Technically, he was first in line to be Fire Lord. Not that he deserves to be.
He doesn't. But now he has hope.
How can you be already there, girl? Girls, I mean,
There are
I'm...
always ways to get in the game.
My sources say an airbender was spotted there.
Omashu. Enemy territory.
There are ways to gain entry if you know the right people.
Oh, if you hide yourself?
Uncle Iroh and I'll go. No one else. As you wish. If anything happens in Omashu, we won't be able to help you.
Don't you trust your prince?
Be fine.
And the best man in this world, Iroh. Okay. You're gonna make them discover like that.
What are you doing?
Fire Nation spies.
But that means the Mechanist is a
Traitor.
Wait. Who are you?
You call me Jet?
I knew you were Jet. But like that? In Omashu and all like that? To mix stories? Already young, you're not hiding yourself.
Pursuit was so clumsy, I wasn't sure you'd ever catch up.
Big talk for someone who's outnumbered.
Good thing I brought friends then.
You're good, Jet. You're just training Katara. I love you, my dear, but it's true. You did it! Your friends?
Oh yeah. I have our friends too.
Hey, buddy!
I love you, kids.
Who are you people?
Or the good guys.
You're nice.
Where's he taking it?
Don't worry. Pipsqueak knows how to take out the garbage.